My name is Brian Hunt. I've been working at All Metals since August, which is about 3 months. I'm the Director of Continuous Improvement, which basically means I come alongside management and leadership and try to make everyone better at their job. At the core, I try to drive production at All Metals and get more jobs through the door at a higher rate, more efficiency, less rejects, all of that too. But it comes down not so much to looking at the process as the people and making them better at their jobs. I felt called to come to All Metals. I'd known Lance and the Thrill Kill family for a long time, and we've talked, and I came from a similar industry, but honestly didn't know once I left my previous company if I wanted to stay in that industry, if I'd go someplace else, something totally different. But after a lot of prayer and talking with Lance and coming by and just spending time without any sort of pressure, there definitely was a point of calling where I realized, okay, this is better for my family. This is something that's going to be a fit and just be a culture, a place that I really would love to be at. Just in my short time here, I believe the values of caring more for the people is evident from day one. I believed that from the outside, even before I came to work at All Metals, but seeing it firsthand in the way that they treat the people, taking care of them with benefits, providing food, providing an air-conditioned plant for them to work at and make their parts. The support that they give them as far as equipment, the investments and stuff to say, what do you need to do your job better? We will provide that for you. Is amazing. I definitely think that's different than any place I've ever seen it, from a supplier in my previous work to my previous employer to other places too. It's exceptional. My favorite part of my job is the people. I like learning about people, seeing what makes them tick, what motivates them. Sure, a lot of people are motivated by a paycheck and it helps feed their families, and that's true. But there's also things that people get fulfillment at in their jobs. It could be making something better. It could be solving a problem. It could be having fun. So I try to learn things about, what music do you listen to? What are your hobbies? And then when we need to approach a work problem, we can speak the same language or kind of, just have some sort of relationship together that's not just focused on pushing parts through. That takes a lot of time and intention to go spend time with people when you're not just talking about work. But I love doing that sort of thing. And it's all with a good end of serving a customer and moving the whole ball down the field for the company. But it's fun along the way. I see the horizons for All Metals are pretty exciting because the investments that they're making, particularly in the layout and the equipment that they're bringing on board. I'm very, very impressed with what the plans for growth are, bringing in the automated material feeder that's going to come through, the new punch press combo, the robotic arm for the panel bender. I mean, that's all stuff that's been in the works, and some of those investments have landed. I mean, just in the short time that I've been here, as far as taking these steps forward. So I know their commitment to continue to grow and scale this business to be the best and most automated job shop in the entire world. And I believe that's going to be reality. One moment that I wanted to share, just as I was thinking about things that were really relevant to this, is there was a point at which I wasn't quite interviewing. I was just talking with Lance and Jim, and after I talked to him a couple of times and said, I just want to come spend a day here. And one thing that I was looking for in the role that I'm in is to be involved with strategy and a bigger plan for the company, what we're talking about, like maybe a 10-year plan. And even though I'd somewhat expressed that, but it wasn't very clear, that was one of my intentions for showing up. As soon as I walked in the door, Lance handed me a packet of paper that had the 10-year plan, the 3-year plan, a strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats analysis. And it was, I didn't even work here at All Metals. And he was so transparent about, this is who we are, this is where we want to go. And I was saying, I've spent the last 3 years of my job trying to establish this, a type of transparency and vision at my previous organization. And you just handed it to me as I walked in the door. I was so impressed with that. I still have that packet because I refer to it because it's real. We actually use it to help drive and track our progress and how much traction we have towards that plan. So I'll never forget that. And I think that kind of speaks volumes to the types of the ways that they welcome folks in here and the ways they try to get people rallied around that vision.